What is up, everybody? How are we doing tonight? Random late night slash early morning stream. I just finished some homework and I figured do a little bit of streamage. Yo, me and my mini, what are you doing here? You should be well asleep. And you people, welcome in. How are we doing tonight, y'all? I mentioned I was just doing homework and I finished for the most part. I think I was supposed to actually have two full pages on my first draft of this research paper. I had like 1.5. I was like, I forgot about 2 other assignments that I needed to do. So I'm like, finish the 2 pages or just do 1.5 and then do the other assignments. That's what I did. Also, got new glasses in case you couldn't tell. Not that it's a huge detail, but let's see. Me and my mini says got to be quicker, Mew. Yep. Do I have a second redemption? I don't know if I do. I like how Mini has first, second, third. So if I don't have that, I want to get it. But Mini, how you doing? Mew, how are you? Hope you've had a wonderful weekend and good luck as we get back into the week. Fancy glasses you like? Thank you. I like the thicker frames. I've had that kind of thin metallic frame. I guess the front stuff was maybe a little bit thick, but the sides were very thin. I didn't like them as much, especially since my baby just keeps like pulling my glasses off my head, and when they're really thin, you can like bend them. So these are a bit harder to bend. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, welcome everyone who's joining on either Twitch or TikTok. Hope y'all are having a wonderful night slash morning. Minnie says, just heading to bed, finished watching an episode of The Boys. Hey, I haven't actually watched that, but I've heard good things. Do you approve? Is it good? Do you like it? Go get some sleep, though. We can chat about it later. For sure. Let's get my controller up, because we're going to do a little bit of... Oh, wait, unmute. Nope, I already did. I remembered to unmute my TikTok this time. At least... it looks like I'm unmuted. Am I unmuted? Oh, you know, I will turn the music down a little bit though. You do enjoy it? Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Alright, let's boot up some, not Epic. Let's boot up Steam. Get Outer Wilds going. Have a good night, Minnie. Thanks for being here, for stopping in. I appreciate you. And Mew, thank you as well. We may have Paranoid joining us. Maybe not. I'm going to send him a message. Say, yo, Paranoid. We are live. Alright, thank you, the Midnight. We'll stop the midnight in lieu of this fantastic soundtrack. Ready for this? Here we go. I love this song. This is just one of those melodies that speaks to me. Yo, Minnie! Have a wonderful night, brother. Yeah, go get some sleep. And I should go get some sleep too. But... wait, but do you hear it though? It's like this kind of like folk songy, just the banjo with like the humming or whatever that is in the background. I love it. It's fantastic. It is. It's so relaxing, Minnie. I mean, some of the tracks in the song elicit a lot of anxiety from me and are very terrifying, especially as I'm like, wow, the sun is about to supernova. This is intense, but Bright Star. Listen to that musical. Yes. Thank you for the reminder. I'm going to take another screenshot of your chat right here. Actually, I don't know if I can while I'm in this thing, but Bright Star. Listen to the musical. Okay. I will remember. Bright Star. Not Bright Stat, Bright Star. There we go. I did get back into, yes, the Chiefs lost the Super Bowl. I was actually really bummed just watching the other team, the Eagles, watching the Eagles just climb higher and higher. The Chiefs were just sticking around at 0. Like, come on, Chiefs. What are you doing? Paranoid, how are you doing? I'm guessing you were rooting for the Chiefs. Maybe. Folksy sounding musical. Like that intro song. That's great. Okay, yeah. Good night. Yeah, go get some sleep. Yeah, take care. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, wait, I missed Paranoid. I missed your exclamation points. Yes, you wanted the Chiefs to lose. I mean, yeah, you don't want a team to have 3 Super Bowl wins in a row, right? I guess. It's fine. I was kind of rooting for the Chiefs. Well, here's the silly reason. I know this is silly. This is probably a stupid reason to be rooting for the Chiefs. But my wife is a huge Taylor Swift fan, and by extension, I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan too. Not as big as my wife is, of course, but the whole Travis Kelce Taylor Swift thing, you know, I know that's so silly, but anyway, you're a Packers fan. You've doxed yourself. My goodness, Paranoid. You had to work during the game. You listened on the radio. Yeah, we were over at my in-laws, so we had a nice big family party. Lots of good food. My wife and I made some chili. She did most of the work, like all the prep, the ingredients, and everything. The one thing she had me help with was she says I'm pretty good at seasoning meat, and I feel like I'm pretty good at getting a good balance between the garlic powder and the salt and the pepper. It's not very intense, you know. It's just pour some seasonings on it. I guess I did a little bit of mashing up with the browning of the ground beef and all that jazz. But then I did stir. I set the timer for how long it was supposed to simmer, and I stirred. I did it. It was great. All right, so Paranoid had given me a little clue. I need to figure out how to get here. Well, I guess it's not technically here, but the central chamber of the Ash Twin. That's where we need to go, because there should be a warp core there, an active warp core that we need to pull to take with us to the vessel, the Nomai Vessel that's trapped in, or that crashed into Dark Bramble, right? So apparently there are supposed to be some good logs around here. So some of what we're going to be doing right now, TikTok fam and Twitch, you should check your Black Hole Forge logs. Oh, that would probably help, because we need to figure out where we're going. Okay, so Black Hole Forge, White Hole Station, High Energy Lab, Sunless City. Nope, that's Black Hole Forge. Okay, alignment diagram. All right, let's see here. A warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit to the relative body. I feel like that's not what we're looking for per se. Our hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. A Nomai named Poke successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project. So I've been searching on Ash Twin, but maybe since it's saying here that they're so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. So is there something in between the 2 planets? Is that what the central chamber is? I mean, I guess in the imagery... Hold on. Hold the phone. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing here, but I did wonder, because in the whenever we've grabbed one of those projection stones and we've looked at the Ash and Ember twins, or at the central chamber, I'm assuming that's what it was. It was like in the middle of it, like the stars were kind of rotating around. It was some kind of window looking thing. So maybe there's something in between the 2 planets. But I don't know how that would work though, because there's that giant pile of sand. Oh, whoa. All right, goodbye. Come back. Paranoid says, I can guide you further if you'd like. Am I on the right track? I feel like I need to not just look at Ash Twin. I feel like maybe part of the solution is going to be looking at Ember Twin. Because there is some kind of connection between the two, right? Maybe not. All right, let me just start by observing. All right, so there's a warp spot on Ember Twin. Pretty sure that teleports. Where does that teleport, actually? I can't remember if I discovered where this warp spot goes. If anywhere. It might just be busted. Looks like there is a functioning warp core. I don't know, let's just look up for a little bit and we'll just see what alignment we get. Brittle Hollow, maybe? Can't remember. Let's see. Yep, there's the Ash Twin. There's supposed to be a central chamber somewhere. I wonder. If maybe there's something down here that I need to try and find. Well, first things first, let's not get caught in the outpouring of ash. I feel like this is not where I need to be looking right now. I feel like there's something else I need to do. Something else I need to look for. Oh. Did not mean to jump straight into that. Yeah, we're gonna meditate. I'm gonna look at those logs again. See if there's anything else that calls out to me. But yeah, if the central chamber is what I think it is, it's that image of the image that I've seen from the one or two of the projection stones, right? Where there's all those Nomai masks around, like 3 of them have glowing eyes, 2 of them are empty or something like that, right? And the stars are spinning around. I'm pretty sure that's the central chamber. But even if that's the central chamber, it's like, where is it? How do you get there? If it's in the core of Ash Twin, then it doesn't necessarily make sense that there'd be a bunch of stars hanging around, you know? Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within Ash Twin. An advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber. That's where we need to go. It's that central chamber. to grab that warp core. The ore from the site was mined to craft a protective shell. Volcanic testing site. Let's see. Even the smallest crack or opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. Supernova-proof shell to encase the Ash Twin project. There's more to explore at the Hanging City. Maybe there's an answer there that we haven't found yet. Let's see. I found a recording of the original signal the Nomai encountered from the Eye of the Universe. They were worried the signal might disappear. The vessel's outgoing message system broke during the crash. Resetted input. I've explored everything major. Missing logs won't help. Okay, so it's not worth going back to the Hanging City, at least for the purposes of what we're trying to do. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will still be immediately warped. Well, maybe I'll head back to Ember Twin. We'll play around either with that warp spot or we'll look. Maybe we'll explore Ember Twin for a bit and see if we can find something. Dark Bramble. Oops. Don't like that sound. It's a fuel tank, I think. Something's about to go boom. Called it. Okay, well, that was fun. Round 3, fight. I tried to repair the ship in time. Blink, blink. All right, here's my lucky marshmallow. Sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. An advanced warp core was approved for installation. Black hole forge. The hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point between them. All of the warp towers being constructed on the Ash Twin were being constructed. Nomai named Poke successfully forged an advanced warp core for the Ash Twin project. What am I missing? Immediately warped. So maybe there's a... I'm guessing there's like a warp point somewhere that we need to access. Maybe I'll go talk with the NPC on Ember Twin. I can't remember if there is one on Ash Twin or not. I don't think there is. Because they're technically the same astral body, right? The Hourglass Twins. Let's not crash our ship down, causing the fuel and hull to, or the fuel tank and hull to rupture. Oh, oh nope. Dang it, I forgot. I'm back. I was so excited to get started, I forgot to put my spacesuit on. Well, so far this playthrough has been great. We're just crushing it left and right. Nothing but winning right here. All to do is win, 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 no matter what. Which has to be the best lip sync battle from Jimmy Fallon when Emma Stone was on. That was so good. Okay, first things first, let's put our spacesuit on. Also, it was rude though, because I landed my ship and the little, whatchamacallit, the beam me up Scotty tractor beam thing wasn't there. Like, are you really gonna strand me? I guess it's my fault for not putting my spacesuit back on. BRB? Okay, I'm gonna try and figure stuff out while you're gone. Thanks, Paranoid. Yeah, I don't detect anything on Ash Twin. So maybe we talk to our friend Chert here. Oh wait, there is something. It looks like there's something down at the. There's like a bottomless pit here. I don't know if there's anything down there, if that's even worth exploring. But maybe we'll go down and try to see. Let's talk to Chert. Let's see, how dangerous is that big column of falling sand? I give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty though. Check out the other twin ones a little more. The sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scouts. I've been taking pictures of everything right here in the campsite. Cave system is underground. Okay, well. Just for fun, maybe we go explore way, way down there. Don't go too crazy. have I already been down here? There's the lake bed. Oh, wait. There is lake bed. I don't think I ever came down here. NPCs aren't going to help. Probably gonna get stuck in here. Oops. Well, there's a nice big sand waterfall you've never found before. Sandfall? Oh no. Dang it. Itchy brow. Okay, let's see. Paranoid says the NPCs aren't going to help. Well, worth a shot. Oh, hello, cacti. Oh, those are quantum cacti. Well, at least we'll get the log for this, because I don't think I've come down here yet. If you come here to look for Coleus, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. Strange wandering walk. Your strange wandering walk friend is here, though Coleus isn't. Observed unusual looking rock shard, several smaller in at least 2 other caverns. Happened before Coleus disappeared. We're examining the different rocks. I recall Coleus standing on the largest on the wandering rock. I was taking notes and then my lantern died. Lit it again, Coleus and the rock were both gone. My lantern died. Tricky. Oh, yep, there's the lights. Ship's log updated. Yep, I got those already. Well, let's try to go find our ship, I suppose. Ouch. Okay, well, that was a bust. We are looking for a way into... Oh, there we go. Central chamber. There's more to be seen? Well, it's probably not going to help, but I'm not going to go back. I can continue exploring here. The Ash Twin, I can't remember. Maybe something in those two towers right there? Maybe this is supposed to be a Dark Bramble Tower, but there is no Dark Bramble Tower now? I don't know, because it was in perfect alignment with Dark Bramble. The other planets that I've passed by so far have not been in perfect alignment. I don't think there's even a Dark Bramble warp. But there's got to be a way to warp into where I need to go. Either that, or there's a hidden door somewhere that I'm just not seeing. Right? I know. So that's, yeah. I'm not trying to warp there. I know I can get there. I'm just trying to figure out where I would go to get into the central chamber for the Ash Twin project. Because these seem to be like I was pointing out the Black Hole Forge log because it says there are 6 warp points on Ash Twin. 6 warp points on Ash Twin. 1, 2, 3. One of them is for the White Hole Station, I think. Wrong? No. Yep, wrong. Okay. Wrong. One of them's for the sun station, as we discovered a few sessions ago. Ads. Okay. Maybe there's something sneaky on these power towers. Is that what they're called? Power towers? Nice little whatchamacallit rhyme. Or receptors, perhaps? Because they're receiving memories being transmitted. Oh, I should probably go get some oxygen. Welcome back from the ad break. Yeah, I figured out what a bunch of the towers represent, but sure, let's work on that. Oops. You've been trying to hammer this one home. Haven't you learned by now? My head is way too dense for that hammer to actually strike home. Just kidding. All right, so we've got the sun tower right over there. We've got these two towers. There's a little bit of gilding on the side. I can't remember if I've looked at this scroll before. I think I have looked at the scroll before. Friends visiting from the Hanging City, we are planning the Ash Twin Project, the high energy lab on Ember Twin's equator. Building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. Okay, so there are these two towers. Brittle Hollow and Timber Hearth. Yes, this is true. Sun Station, Giant's Deep, Brittle Hollow, and Timber Hearth. Yes. I don't know what these two are for. Let's see. Looking for identifiable markings. It's a little twisty-do. What is that? It looks like maybe sand. Oh, crap. There we go. It's like get out of the gravity long enough to be able to get myself oriented. Okay, that's the Timber Hearth Tower. Time to start thinking. So perhaps these two towers, since they're joined together, these are towers for Ash and Ember Twin. Warp spots somewhere within. That's what I would guess. That's my current hypothesis. And maybe this one, since it has sand, is supposed to represent the Ash Twin. But I don't know how I would warp to myself, right? So maybe that's not a correct hypothesis. Am I getting warm at all? All the other towers on this path only have one tower. This one has two, which makes me think that these are the Hourglass Twin. Yeah. But it's confusing unless there's more to explore beneath. So like, there's more space down below. Oh, hello, spaceship. And there's the song. There's Giant's Deep Tower. I think I parked my ship close to the Hourglass Twin Towers. There's the Sun Tower. "60 seconds of oxygen." Oops. Well, 60 seconds of oxygen or 20 seconds till supernova. Okay. All right, so I know there's something I'm missing. All right, friends, let's figure this out. I know there are warp cores in the high energy lab on Ember Twin. I know you're trying to help. And maybe the warp towers. Well, that's what I'm confused about because those warp towers seem to be broken, right? Because I've stood on them before, and I don't think I warped anywhere. Actually, maybe one of them did warp me from Ash Twin to Ember Twin. I guess I can't really land on there. Okay, so there are 6 towers. 6 warp towers on Ash Twin. I think we've connected the dots for some of them, right? Or for all of them, pretty much. Most of them. I see the warp spot over there on Ember Twin. Yep, so that's one of those like energy towers or maybe network arrays, right? I know we could have waited by the fire for time to pass because we got to wait for some of this sand to clear. All right, there's the sun tower. Which means that these are the hourglass twin towers. Still buried beneath sand. So let's wait for the Ember Twin to pass. And we'll go explore those towers again. This really is a trippy game as far as all the different perspectives and gravities and what direction's up, what direction's down. Yeah, if I had to guess, this tower would represent Ash Twin, but that might be false. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the sun. There's no warp spot for a dark bramble. How are you getting to the Ash Twin project? Well, I was hoping that one of these towers would be able to, you know, beam me into it, but I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Though maybe I will experiment with standing on those warp spots again, because I feel like I haven't actually maybe stuck around long enough for a warp to happen. See, this tower is kind of broken-ish, right? Trying to pay attention to any motifs I see. It's funny because you were extremely close to getting there a few streams ago. What was I doing a few streams ago? Please help refresh my memory. Where was I when I was close? Was I over here? I would like to know. I would like to know very much. I might just need to go to bed. I'm trying to figure this out. My brain is not as sharp as it used to be. Well, I would sit in one for a while and it didn't seem like it was doing anything, you know? Maybe it's because I need to wait for the other twin to circle around. Oh. Let's find a place to hide. by hide, I mean to not get picked up by the sand. Oh. Okay, so that was the Ember Twin warp spot. Hang on. Okay, so that worked. So perhaps, but how, what interesting, yes. So maybe I need to warp there, wait for the cycle to happen, because I could have tested that one half an hour ago. But I think last time I tried, I waited on this one for a while. Oh, I'm about to run out of oxygen. What was I about to say? No. Maybe I need to warp back to Ember Twin. Hop off the teleporter. Wait for it to pass and then hop back. Oh, no. Because I feel like I've tried to stand on the other warp spot and it didn't do anything. Like I've waited on that one over there for a while and it didn't go anywhere. Or is it this one? It's this one. I've waited on this one before and it didn't go anywhere. Because this must be for Ash Twin. For itself. But how can you be in alignment with yourself? Like how could you be on a planet waiting for alignment for that planet? Right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I know, there's an alignment spot between the two, right? There is an alignment, because they are a single astral body. That's the log, right? Yeah, my thought was maybe to try and use this spot to teleport to the other twin. Wait a minute. And then hop back on. But I don't think that's gonna... I need to look... No, I've warped without looking up, though. So maybe I need to look down to warp? Because I need to go into the planet? I swear I've warped without having to look up. I know that the logs say you thought you had to look up. To where the planet aligns. Yeah, that's what the logs say, but I've warped by just getting into the spot, not even looking up before. But for this to work, perhaps I need to look down, because we're trying to go into the center, into the central chamber of the Ash Twin. Pretty sure I have to look up. But see, I just don't think standing here is going to do what I want it to do. I do wonder if I need to warp back to Ember Twin. And then wait for the alignment to change, and then try to warp back to Ash Twin. And warp incoming. Yeah, it's like if I go back right now, it's just gonna put me back in the same spot, right? Step onto warp receiver to activate the return departure time. How could you warp back to Ash Twin? Maybe there's another warp spot on Ember Twin? Yeah, there's a warp back feature. All I've got at this point is pure spoilers. Yeah. Am I at least physically close, or am I in the wrong spot? Is that something you can answer without giving too much away? This is where to be. Okay. Is there something underneath where we're at? Like, is there a layer down there that I'm missing? Like, initially I thought, nope, nothing. Okay. Initially I thought maybe if I warp here, I could wait for the alignment to change and then warp back in and it would put me at a different spot, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Yes, I've confirmed that I don't have to look up. Here, I'm going to snooze the ad break. I always did it to see the alignment as it happened. Yeah. But see, now this is just acting as a return warp, right? So that doesn't help me. I've used 5 of 6 warps. Yes, but this one doesn't work. This warp right here, I've stood on it for a while and it like doesn't go anywhere. Goes to Ash Twin somewhere. That's this one, right? But I don't know how to get it to work because I've stood on it, I've waited. It doesn't work. Unless I've just been too impatient. And you had the right idea about this warp a couple of streams ago. Yeah, see, I can't remember what my idea was about this warp a couple... Or that it was broken? Is that the idea? Because it seems to be broken. No, that's not the right idea. Or know that it's not broken. Maybe it's just that last time, like, the pillar of sand comes and it tries to sweep me away, right? Wait for the alignment. Ouch. Oh, goodness. I feel like the alignment needs to happen right when that pillar of sand is there. So it's like I can't warp because I get pulled out into the flow of the sand, right? Oh. You don't like this puzzle either. You didn't figure it out without help. Yeah. That's kind of... You had the right idea and tried to implement it and barely failed. So maybe I wait for the sand to come. Or is all the sand gone at this point? All the sand might be gone. But now the sun's about to explode. Yeah. But this cubby... Okay, let's do one more loop. I'll explore one more time. We'll wait a few minutes though before hopping off into the planet. Wow, it's already 1:30 a.m. I should go to bed. That is the solution. Wait, can you warp from the cubby though? Oh no, hold on. Yeah, hide in the cubby, wait for the sand to pass, and maybe jump in at just the right second. Because that's kind of what I'm thinking now. Slash, you mentioned it. You need to time coming out of the cubby. Yeah. That's probably why it didn't work. I did. Now that you say that, I do remember having that idea. And just for like, I don't know. It got distracted. I only spoiled this because you had the completely correct idea. Yay. Great. All right. Let's give it a try. Yeah, I think it is kind of a dumb puzzle. Maybe it's because I've gotten so tripped up on it. All right, suit, buckle up, Buttercup. Wait, did I not lock on? I thought I locked on. Okay, but this is going to be my last run, I think. Because I need to get some sleep. Now, I hope you can figure out why the sun station was built. Why the probe cannon is firing in the current time and not the normal. Yeah, or not the Nomais, yeah. Once I've finished. That is the question, isn't it? Okay, maybe I should have waited 5 minutes, not 4. Okay, so we need... Oh, there we go. There's our little alcove. It is kind of satisfying to watch the sand slowly draining away. Though some of the physics don't make sense to me. It's like, where is that sand going? It just kind of disappears. Right? Okay, here it comes. There we go. Boom. Okay. I guess. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Halo. All right, let's see. 8 minutes, 19 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Pro tracking module, giant steep memory statue, timber hearth memory statue. 14 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Ship log updated. This is trippy. Today we finished excavation of the Ash Twin. Here, in this space we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project. Powerful enough to send information back in time. Okay. There we go. POG. Pog? We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. Remind me what POG stands for. In the Army, it stands for person other than grunt, or a pogue. While digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the high energy lab. I still can hardly believe Raimi's hypothesis was true. Oh, PogChamp emote. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis: it was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis: the cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for meditating or mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well, and the Avens advocate for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from the device, Avens can. But then if anyone can go to device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in interest of their safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Memory statues activate. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. So it takes a lot of energy. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Okay, my head is starting to hurt from like all the time shenanigans. So is it because of the constant loop? And it's I don't know, but why would it wait so long before the probe cannon got fired? Anyway. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. Paranoid, I believe the intended clue would be to put the scout down on the warp platform and watch from the safe place at which time it activates. Oh, nice. Thank you, Hedgehog Morph. I can inform you at the end, I'm a dummy with time dilation stuff, and I didn't get it either. Yeah, I'm a dummy with that too, so it's all good. Exactly. We'll trigger again to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle generated by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. However, this is the closest we have ever been to the Ash Twin project. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there's another way. Yeah, that'd be interesting to try to get the timing. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. It's easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, but you'll need to find a way to halt our aging process. You are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. Bad idea. It's been here a very long time since it's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new. So we're excited to welcome the comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there, or what knowledge might be absolutely destroyed. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project Phlox. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will. Why is that? If anything goes wrong, with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be impossible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. See, it's even somehow more time effective, making warp for the player faster, so it's even a speedrun tactic. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I don't really need to look at these because I've been to all of these places. Brittle Hollow. How are you doing, Hedgehog Morph? Thanks for the first time chat. Welcome in. Good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued. Love. Everyone here is working on the Ash Twin project. Excited to see it. Pie is beside herself with joy. Poke. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? Core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. Ignore her, Yara. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Timber Hearth. My gratitude for the latest shipment. Bueno, this ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure that there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking for the interior and then exterior for cracks, our final safety check. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check? Specifically, hope you're having a fun time with that brain melting amount of info. Just dropping in on some streams before you fall asleep. Hey, well, I appreciate that. Yes, my brain kind of hurts, to be honest, but it's okay. We're getting some answers, so this is good. My work here is complete. I'd be delighted to help. Grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. Let's see, what's this? Artificial gravity controls. There's the warp spot. This is very trippy. There's the warp core. You're about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Turning off the artificial gravity. I feel like I'm doing some crazy stuff right now. Okay, we've got the warp core. Okay, so now we need a GTFO, get to the ship, and then get to Dark Bramble. This is new music. But it's different from the normal end times music, right? At least I think so. What a great theme song. It's filling me with lots of anxiety, to be honest. Hashtag TBH. Okay. Now, please don't get eaten by anglerfish. Okay, here's the question. Every other time I've gone to the vessel, I've gone first to the, whatchamacallit, the escape pod. I've launched my scout, and then I've tracked that signal to the vessel. Is that the only way, or is there like a better way to do it? I feel like it's kind of random. It might not be. I don't know. Now, please don't get eaten by anglerfish. Okay, we'll just do it. I probably have 10 minutes. Okay. It's right there. Beautiful music. Should be plenty. Don't jinx it on me. Paranoid should be plenty. Oh goodness. All right. This is so mean. It like it makes you do this all on a time crunch. I am not relaxed, ATM. Yeah, you and me both. Can I drop this? No, I can't. Okay. I'm worried if I don't succeed that that's the end of the game. It's game over at that point, right? At least that's my hypothesis because we just took the warp core out. But I could be wrong. Restock our fuel. Where are you? Right there. Okay. I hate how it kind of slows you down when you go through that warp. Because I thought I was going pretty fast, and then I go through the warp, and I feel like I'm going a lot slower than before. Yeah, everyone does. So I'm not alone. I'm not the only one who feels this way. Okay. But I do like this new version of the song, even though it still fills me with the sense of dread. It's really cool. I like the spacey, like arpeggios, repetitive. Yeah, it is. I think it's different every time, like the location of where the ship is. It's like you have to go to that spot. I think last time I got here, I started moving a little too soon because I got chased by an anglerfish, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Oh, damn. Wait, where? Hold on. There it is. Oh my gosh. This is freaking me out. All right, where are you? Hold on. Sorry, 2 seconds. I drew the graphics or whatever. I just can't remember. 1, 2, 3. Oh, put the corn first. It might matter. Hey, I feel like that gave me gravity because now I'm not just floating around. That's great. Oh my gosh, this is so much better. It's so much easier. Oh no. Wait. No? Right? Okay, what am I missing? The warp core is in. Unless I, hold on. Did I do the symbols on the wrong side? Let me see. Let me double check. All right. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I did the lab. Maybe the first one's wrong. Oh, it quit it out for some reason. Right? So the eye of the universe. Hey, that door was open before. Okay, I was worried that I was gonna not make it in time. And maybe now that we're at the eye of the universe, it's okay, and time is irrelevant, perhaps. Thank you. Valley. Okay, yep. All right. What are we looking for? Unless that door opens. It just didn't seem like it was opening. Hello? All right, well, we're here. Oh, move the orb. Yeah, let's try that. Why not? Oh. Oh, wait. No, that's the warp? Or is that what I need? Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. The other one I was thinking? Yeah. Why use the door when you have... Ooh! That looks like the ship. Interesting. So I am now a conscious observer in the eye of the universe. Solanum was hypothesizing of what that would look like, or what effect on the eye of the universe that would have. We're about to find out. There's like so much that I want to look at. Trees detected. Thanks for playing through the whole game with minimal help. Yeah, of course. I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to go at this point. I feel like I still have questions, though. And yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I am thoroughly looking forward to trying out the DLC at some point. Ooh, interesting. Feel like maybe I'm supposed to jump into the void. Wait till the ad break on Twitch finishes and then we'll go. There's merit in going over the old places when you have all the knowledge and painting the whole picture with info from the source. Yeah. No, for sure. And I know there's even a few logs that I didn't get. Okay, I'm trying to see. I don't think there's anything else I need to necessarily look at. Okay. Outer Wilds Ventures was founded by Feldspar, Gosselin State, and Hartfeld to explore a solar system at the end of the universe. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Harthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. But how did it stop the sun, though? Like, I need to know. Like, how did they save the day? Oh, oh maybe if I go the wrong way, it resets me. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning. Yeah. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. Same. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova. Oh yeah, the anglerfish. This is kind of fun. Let's just see a little museum exhibit. Observe. Whoa, that was trippy. If you want to hop into Discord for 2 minutes, once you're done, I can answer questions and summarize. Great. Yeah, let's chat. I figured nothing would show. I appear to be alone in this quantum grove. Guys, did you go to the secret personal message at the Statue Workshop Island? It's not a plot thing. Might be cool to see it after the credits. I can't remember. I know I did get into the Statue Workshop. That's where you go underneath the water, right? I'm not sure what that message is. Yeah, me neither. Unidentified signal. Who am I going to find? What? Do 2 marshmallows just for good measure. Hey, I've got a chair now. Esker. Do you hear music? Oh. So I've listened to the soundtrack a few times. I have an idea of what might be coming. Campfire Song is the name of one of the tracks. Yeah, let's get the band back together. Yep. I still need to take my dog outside. Dang it. I'm going to bed so late tonight. All right, well, I don't know how to get you out of there, dude. Wait, maybe if I look away. Back now. There's a banjo. There we go. It's not quite time yet. Pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush. Take your time. Wait, what did he say? It might not even exist? It might not even exist here. I like this piano. A shade. I don't like that there's a giant anglerfish right there. Across old bark. So we got the harmonica. Tricky to try and gather these drums. Oh. Whether you're looking at a quantum object or you're looking at a picture of it, it's the same or something like that, right? It's a, whatchamacallit, pan flute? Or maybe he's blowing on a bottle? One of the two? I'm not entirely sure. It's always dark. It's like one final puzzle that you don't have to worry about the time loop ending. Dang it. Oh, hey, there's a trumpet. Or whatever that is. It looks like a trumpet. Oboe, maybe? Wait, they're all pointing up. Look up? So trippy. Oh, here we go. Wow. Is this everybody, maybe? Should I get the old harmonica? Hey, a conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. It's time to find out. I love this so much. Wow. I don't know if I have less questions or more questions now. Probably more questions. But Yeah, way to go, Mobius Digital Games. My goodness, that game was awesome. Masioka. Wait, executive producer was Masioka? Hold on. Hold the phone. Wow. Okay, Masioka is Hiro Nakamura from Heroes. He was the executive producer of this game. That's awesome. Okay, I love this game even more now. Okay, friends, I need to go to bed. Paranoid, if you're still here, is there anything after the credits? Because if there isn't, I think I'm gonna end it, and I gotta go help my wife. I guess the kid woke up. Wow. I feel like this is a very unique experience in a video game. Like this is something special. There's a little something right after. Okay, I'll hold on for a second. One, I'm a music guy, right? And so as soon as I started, as soon as I was like, oh, we have to gather the band back together, I was excited to hear the song again, and it's just like, I don't know, this game is something different. I think this is an awesome experience. I know a few people probably have tried the game and haven't gotten into it, right? Like I've talked with a few people who have said that it wasn't really their thing, but I hope they give it another chance. Elk Choir. Oh, is it the kazoo stuff? Is that right after? Because that's on the soundtrack. They play like the title theme with the kazoo. Paranoid, can we let's talk tomorrow probably, or maybe later, like during daylight hours, or tomorrow evening. I guess tonight. I don't even know what time it is. I need to go help my wife and then take care of the dog. But sounds good. Great. Or is it the kazoo thing? Is that what we're waiting for at the end, or is there something visual too? Oh, great music though. My goodness. Oh, I guess I forgot that this was a like a crowdfunded game. His nibs, Duncan of Retriever. All right, friends, I need to go. I'm gonna put this on pause, I think, if I can. Can I? No, I can't. Dang it. All right, I guess because I don't want to like miss whatever it is and not be able to see it for a while. So, or at least have to go do that all again. It's kind of a plot thing. The kazoo stuff is for fiddlers of time and space. Okay, kind of a plot thing. All right. Echoes of the Eye playtesters. Is Echoes of the Eye? Is that the DLC? I'm guessing. Yeah. You're welcome, Mobius Digital. You're welcome. That game was fantastic.
嬉しい。
Hey, whoever followed, thank you kindly. I appreciate you. 14.3 billion years later. Interesting. Oh, that was beautiful. I loved that artwork. All right, Paranoid. Let's touch base later, and I'd love to chat and get your take on that. Awesome, great game. Oh, nope, yep. All right, everybody. I'm gonna end the stream here, but much love. Thanks for everyone who came. Thanks again, Paranoid, for all the help. That was awesome, and for not just straight up spoiling it for me. Like, I appreciate you giving me little tips and tricks, right? So. All right, friends, let's call it good there. Much love. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. I'm probably going to take a day or two off of streaming now that we're done with this game. It's great. I'll get back into Spelunky or something soon. In the interim, while we figure out what game we're doing next. I might try to finish up Final Fantasy VII Remake next. We'll see. But anyway. Much love, everybody. Till then. Till next time. Hype me nut. Oyasumi nasai. Good night, everybody.